Hey, hey, what up, y'all? Hey, listen, I wanted to, if you're still struggling with trading, think about Rivian and think about business executives, billionaires were also duped, but they were also led to believe that this was a viable car company and that they were going to make money. Nobody gets into an investment thinking that they're 80% of their money. Now, whether or not Rivian ever sells a car or becomes a profitable company, or if they're even around in 2 years, I'll assume they won't be. I'll assume the stock will be at zero because most stocks suck and most stocks don't deserve having your hard-earned money in them because the market's a pump and dump. But when you're feeling bad about yourself, take into consideration about now again, you can't say that Goldman Sachs, you shouldn't feel bad for Goldman Sachs. They duped people. When they're telling people to buy, they're lying to you. They're selling and they're making all the money. Don't feel bad for Goldman Sachs maybe making a bad call. They purposely made that bad call to psych you out. But the real bad call, the Ford people, the Amazons, and basically anybody that bought into Rivian, they're getting hammered now. And here they are selling it at lows. Normally, when you buy at 100, you don't sell at 20. Now, again, I understand some of them probably have free shares and didn't even get paid. They didn't have to pay for these. But bottom line, I don't know what the bottom line is actually, because if you think these CEOs weren't hedging or if they don't have offshore accounts where they're shorting the stock, when you read the headline, Ford takes hit on selling Rivian, that's on the main books. I'm sure the CEOs and the powers that be, they know how to sell calls against their own stock. They know how to buy puts. I'm sure they were hedging. Let's not feel too bad. But at the same time, you need to commiserate. Think about how many people are getting this wrong. Whether or not you believe them, whether they're not getting it right or wrong, it doesn't matter because, you know, whether or not Josh Brown stayed with the Roblox from $120. Where is it? I don't even know Roblox, RBLX. You know, if he's still long from, 20, from 120 and wrote it down to 20, that's just bad trading. But what's crazy about Roblox is in the last 4 days of trading, if you traded Roblox well, you made back all your money tenfold because you had, a stock that went from $22.50 to $36. That's real money. That's real opportunity. And that opportunity came off probably some of the worst calls. Again, I don't understand why everyone's so almost embarrassed to call it a bubble. I don't understand why it was it was actually there was an effort not to compare this market to the year 2000. They were trying to not make the comparison. And now all you're going to hear is the comparisons, how they're exactly the same. So I don't know. The market just did another great job of fooling everybody. And now, the bubbles burst. But if you stick to just the day trades, today was, again, we traded 2 long trades on the Qs. Some stock DTST, I don't know what it is, but we traded it well today. And then Wix, I didn't trade that one, but I know people that did. VWAP break was 62.50. Stock went up 10 points. Not a bad way to start your morning. And other than that, I've been out of the market, staying out of the market. I have 0 positions on. I've already taken my beat down in Sophie. That was the last position I had. Only thing I have really is a few naked calls on the Qs, but I don't plan on holding these either because I sold some of these premiums at 5 and most of those contracts are down to $1. So I'm probably not going to wait 612 more days to get the last dollar out of this trade. It's kind of stupid. So I was selling end of the year, December, next quarter, March, next quarter, June, and January 2024 calls. So I was selling, what was it, the 550s going back when they were like $5 or $6. And now, they're $1.35, $1.50. Am I going to wait 613 days for the last $1.50? Probably not. Probably going to wind up covering it. And if the market ever rallies, maybe I could sell them again. But I'm going to stay liquid, and I'm talking about like the most liquid as I possibly can be. This is it. This is as liquid as it gets, as far as the stock market's concerned. So somebody was asking me about whether or not I like real estate. Oh, I love it. Every penny I've ever made in the stock market is in buildings now. I have zero money in the stock market. 80% of everything I own is in buildings right now. Rental income, a few smaller places, a couple of multi-unit places, and one pretty big unit that I'm part ownership of. That's where I want to be. And we lucked out in a way that people were bailing out during the pandemic. I was a scared, but my wife told me that the deals were too good to pass up, and that even if it takes 2 or 3 years to come out of the pandemic, the prices that people were selling some of these buildings for were below value and below, the rent rolls and all that stuff. So we bought up a couple of buildings, and let's just thank my wife because it was her idea. And that's where we're at right now. Just staying liquid, playing for the day, and then just shutting the computer off and having a nice day. So if you guys have been struggling, come hang out. We're back to days over by 11 o'clock. Day was over for me today at 8:38. I did one trade, DTST. Still don't know what it is, nor do I care. Stock broke 311, went to 335. I made 200 something bucks, and pretty much that was my day. By the way, if you guys have been gambling on sports, if you guys watch my Twitter posts, so craziest thing is that I don't bet on basketball because it's garbage. But I saw the Phoenix Suns getting slaughtered, and I was like, they should make this a game. Maybe not win, but if they have any pride, they'll make it a game. I took Phoenix Suns second half plus 35. Sorry, plus 35 and a half. And there I was thinking, oh my God, I'm actually going to lose this bet. Look at the score. They only lost by 33. I won. And it's a great time to be a New York sports fan for the first time in 30 years. Mets, Yankees, and Rangers winning all simultaneously. But I got to go. I just want to make sure everybody's happy, safe, and sound. And if you are struggling with your trading, VWAP is the way. It will save you from all of your bad mistakes. If you ignore the VWAP, not to be mean, but you deserve to lose money. Because today's another example of how we were long a couple of stocks earlier that are getting freaking hammered now, but VWAP told us to get out. All righty. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has a nice Christmas, and I'll see you next Arbor Day.